Hey everybody, I'm meteorologist Sarah Gannon, live on the weather patio here this afternoon. It is a beautiful day. Why be cooped up inside when we can enjoy this beautiful space that we have outside here? Conditions absolutely fabulous. The sun is shining. The birds are rather chatty here today. As we take a look at those temperatures, it is quite comfortable outside. We're looking at 76 degrees here in the Rochester area. Light breeze, winds out of the northwest in the Med City here, about 8 miles per hour, and dew points into the 40s. So nice, dry, comfortable conditions across southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. We are looking at temperatures sitting into those mid 70s. Like I said, a fabulous afternoon here in the region, and really not much happening for us locally here as we check in with satellite and radar. Pretty clear, quiet day, maybe a few fair weather cumulus clouds towards the Mason City, Charles City direction. But as we zoom further out, really not a lot happening for us locally here in the upper Midwest. So enjoying some beautiful conditions here as we transition into the evening hours. We'll continue on with those clear sky, eventually bringing in a few clouds heading into the overnight. We'll expect to see temperatures cooling back into those lower 60s to upper 50s, and partly cloudy skies on the way. We will be tracking out some rain chances for your Tuesday. More ahead on those first alert forecast details is coming up. Your Midwest Access. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Midwest Access. I'm meteorologist Sarah Gannon. We have some beautiful weather here in southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. Why not spend a little time out on the weather patio? Right now in Rochester, we are sitting at 76 degrees, just a light breeze out of the northwest here, about 7 to 10 miles per hour. Currently about 8 miles per hour in the Rochester area. Elsewhere, we are looking at those temperatures holding pretty consistent into the mid 70s. Like I said, a beautiful day. We're a few degrees off of average, but very comfortable, especially with the drier air mass in place. Not a whole lot for wind, but we are looking at those wind speeds ranging anywhere from around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Seeing a couple gusts upwards of about 15 miles per hour in the Charles City region. As we take a look here at your satellite and radar, things are fairly quiet for us. We have just a couple fair weather clouds out and about, but for the most part, pretty dry Monday afternoon for us here in southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. Looking ahead to the rest of this evening, a perfect opportunity to spend some time outside. We are tracking those temperatures sitting into the 60s here after about 8, 9 o'clock tonight. Conditions will stay fairly clear. More cloud cover, though, expected to increase after about 11 o'clock midnight tonight as we prepare for some rain showers on the way for your Tuesday. We'll take a look here at future track for the rest of tonight. Things fairly quiet for us. As I mentioned, we will start to see a few clouds building in after about midnight tonight, and especially heading into Tuesday, seeing those increased clouds across the region. Heading into about mid to late afternoon, we'll start to see more overcast sky and a few showers starting to develop. We'll look to see more of that shower activity increasing after about 7, 8 o'clock in the evening. So more Tuesday night into early Wednesday. Will we be looking at the chance for some scattered to widespread showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms rumbling in there as well. Looking at tomorrow morning, we'll see those dry conditions to kick off the day. Temps in the upper 50s to low 60s. Tomorrow we'll see afternoon highs climbing into those mid 70s, and again showers, maybe a few thunderstorms rumbling in later on into the day. Your 10-day forecast showing temperatures holding consistent in the 70s through the end of the week. 80s, though, returning later next week. That's a look at your first alert weather. We're tracking some showers and thunderstorms for later in the day Tuesday. Your first alert weather has all those details coming up.
Let's head outdoors, shall we? Check in with meteorologist Sarah Gannon live on the weather patio. Sarah, nothing you can complain about today, huh?
Absolutely zero complaints about this forecast, Caitlin. The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, a couple clouds here and there. It's a fabulous evening to get outside. And as we look at those temperatures here across the area, we are sitting into those mid 70s. So it's a couple degrees cooler than average, but still a very pleasant day here, especially coming off of a beautiful weekend and continuing into the start here of the work week. Sky conditions are fairly clear and quiet. A couple upper level clouds hanging around, but aside from that, really not much happening for us here in southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, or much of the upper Midwest. But as we look ahead here to this evening, a perfect evening to get outside, whether you want to do some grilling, hang out on the patio a little bit, or just get a walk in after work here or before you head off to bed. A perfect evening to do so. We'll look to see conditions staying fairly comfortable. However, you will need to use that umbrella heading into your Tuesday. We'll tell you when in your first alert forecast. I'll have more of those details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, we will circle back shortly, Sarah. Thank you for that preview. Some relief is coming to northern Iowa residents. Governor Kim Reynolds has issued
The weather absolutely gorgeous here in southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. A fantastic evening to spend a little extra time outside. As we take a look at that hour-by-hour forecast, we'll continue to see some really nice sunshine, some clear sky here heading into those early evening hours. Perfect opportunity to spend a little time outside. We will look to see, though, some cloud cover building in for our Tuesday as we track the chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Those latest First Alert forecast details are coming up.
Here's your First Alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
The weather has been absolutely beautiful here from this weekend to today, and we're expecting to see more comfortable temperatures in the coming days. However, I am tracking the next big thing, and that's going to be some shower and thunderstorm chances for our Tuesday into early Wednesday. So here's a look at that 10-day precip outlook. We're looking at some isolated showers and thunderstorms later on into Tuesday evening. So I think we should be able to manage to get through the bulk of the day, and those showers and thunderstorms continuing into early Wednesday. From there, we'll monitor between next weekend and into early next week. Let's put things into motion, though, with Future Track. We'll time things out starting at 7 a.m. there for your Tuesday. Morning hours into the lunch hour, all staying dry. We'll see cloud cover continue to increase into the afternoon. Heading into those evening hours, after about 7, 8 o'clock, we'll start to see more shower and thunderstorm activity building in and passing through as we move into the late night, overnight, and extending into early Wednesday. So I think the bulk of our rainfall will be more late Tuesday evening into early Wednesday. So we should be able to manage a relatively dry Tuesday, maybe later in the afternoon. A couple sprinkles might be possible, but some of us could get some beneficial rainfall. Looking at some of those estimated rainfall amounts, we could be looking at totals anywhere from around a 1/4 inch, maybe a 1/2 inch on the high side, as we'll be monitoring those rain chances and, of course, fine-tuning some of that timing, those details heading into throughout the rest of this evening into tomorrow morning. But at this point in time, beautiful day out there. Good evening here to get outside as we check in with your Lewiston Auto live camera. Traffic moving smoothly there on Highway 52. And as I mentioned, a great opportunity, great evening to get outside, spend a little time there enjoying the warmth, the sunshine, beautiful evening to spend that time outside. However, things changing though. Take advantage of that comfortable weather as we look at a second change on the way. We're talking about temperatures changing heading into the coming week or two. We'll be looking at that extended forecast here where we could be looking at temperatures going from below average returning back above average. So that heat and humidity on the horizon here. Notice the 70s, they stick with us through the end of the work week, start of the weekend, and then 80s are back in the forecast area by Sunday, extending into next week. So watching two changes on the way. First off, those rain showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow evening into early Wednesday, and then keeping a close eye on those temperatures. That's on the way, that big swing for us here next week.
All right, Sarah, thank you for that First Alert forecast. A very different story to our...
The forecast looking pretty nice here for the rest of this evening. We'll take a look at that allergy report here tonight. Trees and grass sitting at moderate levels. All other allergens like ragweed, mold, and dust sitting at low levels here for this evening. And like I said, if you're looking to get out and about, not too shabby of an evening. A great one to spend a little time outside, do some grilling. Oh, would love to have dinner out on the patio this evening. Caitlin, sounds like something you and the kids have to do here tonight. Forecast, though, looking to trend a little bit soggier later into Tuesday as we track the chance for some showers and thunderstorms. From there, temperatures become the big talking point as we see things changing from the 70s for highs back into the 80s, and I would not be surprised to see humidity returning with that as well.
I've heard from multiple folks this summer vacation for the kids, right, that they're loving the temperatures, but it'd be nice to get a little bit warmer and get to the pool.
Yep, that's what I've been hearing too.
So that may be on tap, it sounds like. Thanks so much for joining us for your news and weather today at 5 o'clock.
We'll see you back here at 6. Things have been absolutely gorgeous here the last few days, continuing with temperatures staying slightly below average here in those mid-70s today. Highs topping off around 77 for many of us, including Rochester, Austin, Mason City, and Albert Lee. Austin area, Mason City did climb to about 78 today. Winona was at 70, so 77. So temperatures today will continue to be similar heading into tomorrow, where we track those highs into the mid-70s. This will still be below average. Most of the day tomorrow, we should be dry and quiet. Heading towards late afternoon and especially into the evening hours, we'll bring in some shower and thunderstorm chances for the area. Past that, it may linger into early Wednesday, but I think most of that should be out of here by that morning commute. From there, we'll enjoy the dry end of the week, but keeping an eye on some additional shower and thunderstorm chances heading into next week. So a little bit to keep an eye on, but I'd say for now, enjoy those comfy temps while we have it, because another change on the way. So we'll talk about that coming up.
All right, thank you, Sarah.
We may need to bust out those umbrellas tomorrow, but I think it should be pretty limited. We're tracking some shower and thunderstorms on the way for your Tuesday, primarily into the evening hours. So I think we should be able to clear the evening commute with minimal issues, but majority of the day looking pretty quiet. We'll talk more about what's in store timing-wise and maybe how much rainfall we could be looking at when all is said and done by Wednesday morning. Those first look forecast details are coming up.
Here's your first alert weather with meteorologist Sarah Gannon.
We've been enjoying some really beautiful conditions. However, some things to change over the next week or so. So let's talk about the next big thing. Tomorrow, tracking some showers and thunderstorms. The daytime hours looking pretty okay. We will look to get through that morning commute tomorrow without any issues. Morning, even into the lunch hour, things looking great. It'll be later into the day, so towards that evening commute and mainly afterwards that we'll see some showers and thunderstorms moving into the area. So let's put things into motion with Future Track. Like I said, morning hours after 7 a.m., that morning commute, no issues. We will see some increased cloud cover, though, especially as we head towards the lunch hour. So looking at more of an overcast day, we may catch a couple rays of sun during the morning, but primarily cloudy heading into the afternoon. I think towards about 4 or 5 o'clock, we'll start to see a few stray showers start to bubble up, pass through. The bulk, though, of that rainfall not looking to happen until later in the evening. So after the dinner time hours, we'll look to see those showers and thunderstorms building in. So after about 8, 9 o'clock, staying pretty isolated here for the overnight and into early Wednesday. Most of that rainfall should be out of here by about 5, 6, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, or Wednesday morning, I should say. So once we head into that morning commute, showers coming to an end. So if you're if you're a biker to commute, you may need that umbrella there to kick off your Wednesday, but the rest of the day looking dry and quiet. So then we transition into the late week, start of the weekend, dry conditions. We may see some stray showers and thunderstorms Sunday and possibly again later next week between Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we'll monitor those upcoming chances as we move closer to that time frame. But for now, kind of focusing on that rain chance here tomorrow and into Wednesday. So totals could range anywhere from maybe 1/10, 2/10 on the lower side, potentially upwards as high as maybe a ½ inch, maybe a ¼ inch, possibly in some very localized spots. So a good drink of water for many of us. Then we look at another change, and you'll see it very clearly here heading into that 10-day forecast. Temperature outlooks here as we move into early July, looking at a good chance, about 60 to 70% chance of seeing above average temperatures in the area. So how does that look number wise? Well, enjoy these 70s here. This will continue through the end of the work week. Next week, check it out. We're looking at 80s back in the forecast. Temps above average, not only mid 80s, but maybe even some upper 80s possible. And again, keeping an eye on those thunderstorm chances, could be bringing back that humidity as well. So things a little bit more toasty next week.
The true temperatures of summertime are going to start to return now.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're getting very close to that 4th of July, too, so it's going to feel more like summer for sure.
Absolutely. Will that corn be knee-high?
You know, I think it already is. Usually it is. It's about a month earlier than the old adage is. Things have changed a lot. But yeah, that's the good saying, isn't it? Knee-high by the 4th.
So what should it be? Shoulder high now by the 4th?
Oh, it can at least waist high, if not higher. Yes, absolutely. We need to work on changing that phrase.
We'll think about it. All
Thank you, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah.
Let's take another look at that forecast here. Next 7 days across Austin, Mason City, and Winona. Tracking some shower and thunderstorm chances here for your Tuesday, mainly overnight, but we will see some showers and thunderstorms starting to arrive after about 7, 8, 9 o'clock there in the evening. Temperatures continue to stay comfortable into the 70s through the end of the work week, but we are tracking a bit of a temperature change on the way. In addition to our Tuesday night, Wednesday morning rain chance, we are looking at some 80s, some mid to upper 80s returning to the forecast area next week. So enjoy these more comfortable temps here as we look to see things become a bit more toasty and maybe a bit more humid by next week. Nick? Let's take one more look at that 10-day forecast. Tracking some shower and thunderstorm chances here for your Tuesday. No severe weather is expected, just your garden variety showers and thunderstorms. This will be mainly overnight, but we will start to see a few sprinkles maybe after about 4 or 5 o'clock. Better chance for those showers after about 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow evening. From there, we look at some sunshine and some comfortable temps in the mid 70s here through the end of the work week, but temperatures on a changing pattern heading into next week as we track mid to upper 80s returning. So we kind of do away with the comfiness of the 70s and we kind of bring back that summer heat, and with some storm chances in there too, I think humidity returning as well. So certainly looking to welcome back more of that summer heat for the area.
As long as those storm chances stay pretty calm, nothing ends up being severe.
Yeah,
I think
especially
we're
for
A-okay.
Rochester Fest this week.
Thank you so much.